I'm Susan. My horse's name is Peewee. He's a little Peewee Appaloosa. He's 28 years old, and he has been has had a chronic laminitis for about 8 years. And Chuck, about 2 years ago, started with the little cinch. He was one of the experimental cinches, and within a week he was walking just fine. And he's had it on for about 2 trims, and he hasn't had it back on since when he took it off. And he's been walking great, and his hoof has sealed, and he has not had any problems since then.
Okay, my name is Lois, and I have 3 quarter horses. Gypsy, the youngest one, came down with laminitis, and she was so lame she would be laying out flat in the field, couldn't walk. We had a hard time getting her up, getting her to the barn. Chuck put the hoof cinches on, and she's walking and running, and she's just a different horse. We're very appreciative of everything Chuck did for our horse, because if he hadn't had this system, we probably wouldn't have the horse anymore.
My name is Jane Cisco, and I have a little pony named Ginger, who's a Welsh. My husband and I were looking at tractors, and the salesman asked if I wanted a pony, and we went to look at her. And here was this little tiny pony with big cows pushing her around, and her feet were about 1 foot long. And I debated about whether or not I wanted to do this. I'd been looking at Welshes and wanted one. I didn't want one quite this small, and decided in the end to take her, as long as he would trim her feet a little bit for me. They couldn't trim them real far because they were just too darn long. Brought her home, called Chuck, and got the cinches on her feet right away. And she's gone from a 30% rotation down to a 2% rotation in 3 months.
All right. Come on, Ginge, let's move. There you go. Oh yeah, you get a little trot going, huh? That's okay.
All right, are you ready? Here we go.
Let's take this.
Look at it go.
I'm going to lunge her first because she likes to buck.
Okay.
Okay, I'm Shirley Gates,
And I'm Doyle Gates.
and this is our grandson Brandon Wonke, and this is his pony Cisco.
And this is Prince.
Actually, Cisco is a registered miniature horse, and Brandon got him when he was just a baby, and 2 years ago he foundered really bad from eating the leftover grain from the other horses, and he was to the point where we thought we might have to put him down, and we didn't know how we were going to explain that to our 3-year-old grandson. So Chuck came along, and he put the hoof cinches on his front feet, and that did help. But after a while, it seemed like he was still struggling, and so we put the cinches on all 4 feet. And last year we showed him very successfully at the Bill Louis Carriage Classic in Prairie du Chien, and we're just very, very happy. He isn't even on any medication.
Good.
Here, big guy was moving around. This is Prince, and he's 14 years old. And last spring he got way too much fresh grass, and he foundered really, really bad. In fact, we thought we'd have to put him down because he was down. He was down, groaning and moaning, not putting any weight on his feet. And Chuck suggested that we put the hoof cinches on, and he doesn't mind very well. And the horse, not Chuck. So anyway, hey, we put him on all four, and he finally got up, started walking around, and we did not turn him out on green pasture this summer. We kept him in the barnyard, gave him in back of our field here. We got a smaller pasture, and so we left him out there so he didn't get such lush grass. And he, like I said, we thought we're going to have to put him down, and he can run with the best of them right now. And he does ride and drive. And hey, hoof cinches work. I'll tell you, I believe 110%. That pony there, we took him down to a horse show. And I'm sorry about this horse. He's not hit. But anyway, we did cross country, and we did it in a small pony division. And he's 39 inches tall, and the course time was 13 minutes 14 seconds, and we did it 1 minute past time. We did 15 minutes 14 seconds, and but going with the larger ponies, I mean, we did 1.5 miles, and I was really proud of the guy. He didn't get a ribbon, but he sure showed off. He did a nice run, and he is a good performance horse. He's a good pony. And that's all I can say about the cinches. We used them. Chuck did it, and these two horses are walking around yet. Some people suggest we put them down, and we just put the cinches on, and they survived, and they're going to be shown for years to come.
All right, here we go.